Hey guys, my fiance is making a funny face at me. Before I get to the review of Every Day, I am gonna say that since no one entered the giveaway, I already put it up on BookBench and somebody already wants it, so I get a point in another free book. So no big deal about not having anyone enter my giveaway. It kind of makes me sad because I'm still a little limp on the BookTube radar. Anyway, Every Day. I loved it. I started it on the 4th and I finished it last night. So as you can see, it just took me 24 hours to finish it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads and I loved it. Now, when I got on Goodreads last night to mark my star rating, I noticed some people giving their reviews on why they didn't like it and only rated it 1 star. And I read their reviews, and while I understand their reasoning, I still like the book. I'm kind of going to go into those points as well because they do make a good point. But before I get into that, I'll tell you what the book is about if you haven't heard about it. It's by David Levithan. I can't pronounce his last name. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm really sorry. But you have this genderless person. They are not a boy or girl. They are simply known as A. And every day they wake up in a different body. And they inhabit somebody else. Now there's a rule to this. The genderless A only inhabits people that is his own age, which is, A's own age, which is 16. And A can be either a girl or a boy. It's easy for me to say he because in the book, A falls in love with a girl, but A is genderless. Anyway, so on the day we first meet A wakes up as Justin and goes about Justin's day. Now, when A inhabits a new body, he always I gotta break out of saying he. A always, tries to just have a normal day and don't disrupt the person's life. Well, when A wakes up as Justin, he ends up falling in love with Justin's girlfriend. A ends up falling in love with Justin's girlfriend. So, every day A inhabits a new body, whether A is a girl or boy. A tries to meet up with Justin's girlfriend, I cannot pronounce this girl's name. If someone wants to correct me, feel free, because I'm still trying to figure it out. Well, like I said, every day A inhabits a new person, girl or boy, and A tries to meet up or at least email the girl every day. And then, unfortunately, tragedy strikes one day when A ends up inhabiting a guy named Nathan, and A is found out by Nathan what's going on. And Nathan tries to figure out, what are you and what do you do, and it leads to trouble. Well, okay, this is people's problems with the book, is that they see A as a stalker type character because A tries to meet up with a girl every day. Okay, it is really hard not to call A he because he's in love with a girl. I know that's horrible, but sorry. But that he's a stalker type. That A is a stalker type because A tries to meet up with I can't say this girl's name every day. This is my issue with this reasoning. Yes, I understand what you're saying, and yes, this is not good behavior, but it's fiction. It's just a story to lift you up and get you out of your average day. But she is very willing. She emails back. She wants to meet up with A. She's also in love with A. I mean, it's for her own will. If he were meeting up and if A were meeting up with her and she didn't want anything to do with A, then I would understand this reasoning. But it's too much looking into a simple story. Also, A also does do some interesting jumps. I mean, it's not just the standard white boy white girl. A jumps into different different races. A's in the body of an addict at one point. A's in the body of someone that was trying to commit suicide. It does interesting little twists. So it's a really interesting read to see A go through all those problems that the person A inhabits goes through. I'm just gonna start calling him he. I can't do it. It's hard. The ending really got to me because it just kind of ends, and I'm like, no, David, you didn't do this to me. No, I need to know what happens next. I will buy the sequel another day, one of these days, just not now. I do have the prequel 6 earlier days, so that's probably going to be my next Kindle read. I don't know if I gave the best synopsis of this book, but I really, really enjoyed it. It's a very interesting read. It is heartbreaking, and I think I fell in love with A little bit because it's such a romantic notion of being someone else every day, but being in love with this one person. And also, it really gives you a good look into how your physical traits, define the person you love. Because even though Renan is in love with A, when A is in the body of a female, Renan is not as, affectionate towards A. And also A did take the form of a beast male, and she's obviously not as attracted to him. So it's interesting that we see those human interactions. I really like this book because overall, it's like the theme is human. What makes you human? What makes you love a person that you love? And it's really interesting and a really uplifting, heartwarming book. I loved it. I would recommend it to anybody. For those people that don't like it because they see A as a stalker character, I see your point, but she was willing, and it's just a story. But, if you don't like this book, it's not for everybody. I understand that. I'm not downing anyone, but if you want to check it out, I highly recommend it. And as usual, I'm going to end this on, I still have my Patreon account up. I haven't really gotten anything, but I'm still going to mention it. And if I never get anything, I'll take it down eventually. If you like this video, like it, subscribe, and subscribe or comment. Let me know what you thought of this book. And as usual, I will be picking my next book from the book jar. I'm going to get these down in there so I get something different. Oh, I got two. Let me put one back. Funny Girl. I just got this book on my last trip to Books A Million. It's by Nick Hornby, and I really like his stuff. So this will be fun. So that'll be my next read and my next review, and I'll see you guys in my next review.